Test, test. Hey, Jeff, are you up there in the sound booth? Yeah, do we have any AC cranked up here? What's the settings looking like for tonight? Okay, feels a little bit warm. Is it warm or is it me? Mr. Snyder says it's warm. If he's warm, it means it's pretty warm. He's a pretty cool dude. Thank you. Yeah, call operations. I usually let them know that superintendency and the governing board are going to be present for the evening, and that usually gets them to crank it up pretty quick. I don't have that much pull, but I Come on, grab a chair. Grab a chair. Just while we're setting up. Now we're not, so grab a chair.
Sit up here. Why we gotta sit up here?
take it, could we just take it to here? You know, we're still in the spotlight. I'd say that's our mark, right? There we go. Works for me. space him a little bit, yeah. What's up, Mr. Long? So how long did it take you to get here? It took me about 7. I decided not to drive over to Queen Creek and then come back. I don't blame you. I don't know if there's a program.
Can I have Hilton? Can you come on down here, please? Ooh, principal calls a student's name. You can hear a pin drop in the classroom. Is Hilton here? Where is he? Hilton, come on down. I need your help. All right. While he comes down, we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. We just want to thank Mountain View for letting us use their auditorium. We appreciate that. I know we had to do some different accommodations to stay within Mesa's protocols for capacity. We do appreciate having some guests here and celebrating with us in person and hopefully streaming at home. So, 8th graders, before we get started, this is your time to shine, so make sure you shine, right? And we're proud of all your accomplishments. We're proud of your perseverance, and this is going to be a great night for you. So at this time, Hilton is our student council president, and he's going to lead us in the pledge. So if you could all please rise. Hilton, come on over.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Hilton. Appreciate that. All right, welcome to our Franklin Junior High 8th grade award ceremony and promotional evening. I'm Jeff Abrams, the principal of Franklin Junior High, and thank you so much for coming and supporting us through these 2 very difficult years, which we know they're going to be memorable. We're streaming live, so we just want to say welcome to all the families watching at home. Wherever you are, we wish you were here, and in the future we'll get you back in person and we'll fill up the auditoriums like we used to. I'm just going to say a few short words of appreciation, really. This night is about the students, so we want to focus on them. But I couldn't help but take the opportunity to thank some special groups of people that make these times special for students. If you remember 2 years ago when we do our curriculum night, I have a little presentation I do, and I explain that, you as parents, you send us elementary students, and in 2 short years, we do everything we can do to help prepare your students to leave us as young adults. And man, was that something these past 2 years. So your elementary students came to us with an experience, and just think about for them what they've gone through with your help and support. They've come to junior high school, a whole new transition, a whole new experience from elementary school, which that in and of itself is so difficult and has so many challenges. And then, at the end of their 7th grade year, things close down, right? We don't even know how to do remote learning. We don't know what remote learning is, so we just close, right? And they miss out on some valuable time for learning. And then we start up this past year in 8th grade. They're older, they're wiser, they're more mature. Look at them, right? Sitting nicely, doing a great job, and we're remote learning. And we're learning how to teach remote learning. They're learning how to learn remotely, and you're learning how to parent remotely and work remotely and all these types of things. And now here we are opening back up, being able to have some special events, being able to have some sports and performances, which really is so special for students that age, giving them something to connect with besides a cohort in a classroom. So all of that has happened while they're preparing for high school, taking high school courses, growing, maturing, and boy, what character traits have they had to demonstrate in order to do this in a successful manner. So we're so proud of them for that perseverance, kindness, accepting, always giving it their all. So we really do appreciate all of their efforts. And of course, we couldn't do this alone. So students, it's your time to give some people a special round of applause. I think first we need to give those sitting in front of you, all your parents, guardians, friends, family, a big round of applause for all of their support here and at home. So thank you. We want to thank our office staff, so Mrs. Hooley behind me, Mrs. Medley, Mrs. Medley's hiding, so I'm going to move the podium, I think. Mrs. Medley, Mrs. Erickson, Mrs. Hooley, Mrs. Hathcock, all the support staff for your students. Let's give them a round of applause. And then, of course, the teachers, we can't help but thank them for all their time and effort and learning all different systems, and who knew that Canvas was more than just a little platform to paint on. Blew me away, and now look at us. So let's give all these teachers a big round of applause for all their time and effort helping the students. We appreciate you. So I mentioned I'm just going to say a few short words. That turned into a little bit more than a few short words, but it's my last time here with many of you, and I want to say thank you as a principal. It's the best school you could ask for, best staff, best students, best families, best communities. So on behalf of me, thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right. Now on to some awards. We're going to go through a lot of different awards to give you some nuts and bolts of the situation. Some awards, students are going to stand to be recognized. So at that time, Jeff in the sound booth, we're going to need the backlights turned on. Not right now, but when we get to those awards where they're going to stand to be recognized. And then we're going to have some time where they're going to come up on stage. So students, when you come up on stage, you're going to enter stage right. You're going to walk across the stage. We'll have many different presenters, but I'll be handing out all the awards just to kind of limit the number of interactions and hands-on materials. And then you're going to exit stage left and then head back to the seats. We'll go through the awards, then we'll go through our promotion. Parents, when your student is called up, come on up to the front, come up to the aisles. We will pause, we will pose. We'll stop the show so you can get a good picture to make a memory from. And then afterwards, students, I think your parents are all going to take you out for ice cream, dinner, treats, whatever your favorite thing is. I know they're going to do that for you, so we appreciate that, and I know you appreciate that. So without further ado, we're going to kick it off with Perfect Attendance Awards, and Mrs. Erickson, come on up to present those.
So for the Perfect Attendance Award, I think it's pretty impressive that these few students have perfect attendance just because of all the different learning modules that we've had to go through this year. And those students are Natalie Hamblin, Michael Kunkel, Ammon Cook, and you guys should be coming up here for these ones. Natalie. Michael, is Michael not here? Ammon, Tevin, Jackson Ray, Venice Wang, Amber Smith, and Andreas Velasquez Garduno.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ms. Abdelhak, and I am the service learning coach here at Franklin. And I thought I would start the night off by giving you some statistics, because, you know, in science, we're data-driven. With everything that's happened these last 2 years, our students were limited in the opportunities they could have to earn service learning hours. But this group, class of 2025, completed 1,110 hours of service. I think we should give them all a round of applause. And students, rather than coming up, I'm just going to go ahead and call your names so you can just stand and be recognized. And then just for clarification, the district did reduce the number of hours needed to earn their certificate this year. Rather than 50, it was 15, but we still had 4 students get over 50 hours. And I thought I could start with those names if that was okay. I wrote them down. Hold on. Where did I write them down? on the folder that's on my chair. But I know who they are. Brooke Turcott. Mason Huber. Vanessa Martinez Arrendo. And our fourth student who received over 50 hours is also Macy Johnson. I'm going to go ahead and list the students who earned at least 15 hours or more. Cullen Brown, Mark Coombs, Heidi Edholm, Gabriel Garone, Emery Goodman, Grace Guthrie, Paige Hanchett, Josephine Hogue, Jermily Jean Louise, Kiara Johnson, Luke Johnson, Sadie Matthews, Livy Mason, Nua Medley, Susan Meek, Amber Navarro, Quinn Phelps, Alessandro Raimundo Ponce, I think I said that right, Casey Roberts, Amber Smith, Felicity Smith, Stephen Smith, Allison Stapley, Taylor Walters, Venice Wang, and Sadie Watkins. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. My name's Mrs. Hulahi, and I am the team leader for Franklin Junior High, which means I get the privilege of announcing the students that received the Presidential Award this year. The Presidential Award is given every year to students that have maintained a 3.5 GPA and higher for all of 7th grade and half of 8th grade. And the presentation of this award always begins with a letter from the President, which I will read. Congratulations on receiving the 2021 President's Education Award. America is a country where we are one and unite through tough times. You are the future leaders of this great nation, and through your determination and resilience to push forward, you have reached this ultimate accomplishment of being recognized for this prestigious award. Dr. Biden and I are pleased to congratulate you on receiving the 2021 President's Education Award. We are honored to join your family, friends, school, and community in celebrating your wonderful achievement. Jill and I send our best wishes and blessings. Keep challenging yourself and be kind. And with that, I'm going to read the names of students that received this award. Because we have such an amazing 8th grade graduating class, the list is pretty long, so I'm going to ask everybody to please hold their applause until the end. And students, we're going to have you stand in the back, and if you can remain standing until the end where we can applaud you, that would be wonderful. So here we go. We have Kyle Beeler, Braden Bloomer, Cullen Brown, Presley Budge, Carson Butler, Anthony Carvajal, Nicholas Castillo, Michael Conkle, Ammon Cook, Jack Cunningham, Keegan Dixon, Heidi Edholm, Dallin Farr, Ledger Felstead, Destiny Fisher, Taylor Frost, Gabriel Garone, Emery Goodman, Grace Guthrie, Dylan Hall, Natalie Hamblin, Regina Herrera Marquez, Renata Herrera Marquez, Josephine Hogue, Haley Hulse, Heidi Houston, Jermily Jean-Louise, Kira Johnson, Macy Johnson, Connor Jones, Karsten Kunert, Chase Manning, Maggie Marsh, Vanessa Martinez, Libby Mason, Sadie Matthews, Madison McCombs, Nua Medley, Susan Meek, Brielle Morin, Amber Navarro, Cohen Nelson, Sawyer Perkins, Quinn Phelps, Ashlyn Powell, Brody Preston, Maren Quaranta, Megan Quaranta, Jackson Ray, Alessandro Raimundo Ponce, Ruby Red, Jacob Redwing, Isabella Reinhart, Amber Smith, Felicity Smith, Allison Stapley, Auburn Stapley, Xavier Tarango, Samantha Trendler, Brooke Turcott, Rebecca Turley, Andres Velasquez Garduno, Venice Wang, Sadie Watkins, Jane Whitener, Sophia Wong, Brooke Workman, and Griffin Yamamoto. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, students, you may be seated, and congratulations again.
Okay, tonight I have the honor of representing our Citizenship Award to some deserving students. Our Citizenship Award is presented to those students who not only work hard in academics, but have often shown compassion and caring for their fellow students. These students are consistently recognized by their teachers as those who possess the strength of character, as well as the integrity to foster the kind of school community that has made Franklin Junior High a great place to be. Please join me and the rest of our 8th grade team in recognizing each of the following students. And then you may, when I call your name, you may come up and get your award. Oh, they're just standing? You're just going to stand? Sorry. All right. Okay, so first we have Emery Goodman, Felicity Smith, Nafanua Medley, Gael Elias Acosta, Renata Herrera Marquez, Cohen Nelson, Ashlyn Powell, Taylor Frost, Holly Penny, Amber Smith, Chase Manning, Kiera Johnson, Amber Navarro Alvarez, Adley Woods, Rebecca Turley, Nicholas Castillo, and Sadie Matthews. Thank you, all of you, for making our school a great place to be.
So I guess I'm leading off with the Best Effort Awards. And I'd just like to say for math that many, many students put forth effort every day, and I really appreciate that. This year's recipient of the Best Effort Award in math goes to someone that has demonstrated a positive attitude towards math and has a strong work ethic. He or she attends class ready to work, is always prepared to learn, and provides assistance to others that are in need. This student is always engaged in the lessons and asks clarifying questions to solidify his or her learning. Additionally, this student has shown academic growth throughout the year. The winner of the Best Effort Award in math goes to Anthony Carbajal. Anthony, come on down. Is Anthony making his way down?
It's my honor to present the Best Effort Award for English. Now, this student was unable to attend every class period with us, but they were able to always keep up and always stay on task. They were always focused, and they actively communicated their best effort, and they actively communicated anytime they needed to get caught back up, and they always did. The Best Effort Award goes to Daniela Marquez.
It is my honor to present the Best Effort Award in 8th grade science. This award goes to a student who gave her best every day. I keep thinking about the year we've had and switching learning modalities, and if there's one thing that stood out, it's the resiliency in our students. I'll never forget one morning back in January, she signed on and she had a little sibling in her lap. And she was in class and she was learning, and then when her sibling acted up, she turned the camera off, and then she was back on when all was good. And we've had to be flexible this year. She was flexible, she was resilient, truly remarkable. And another thing that stood out, aside from just her work ethic and dedication, was her ability to build students up in class. She filled other peers' cups, and it's so important to get that at this age. It is my honor to present the Best Effort Award in Science to Kelsey Brown.
This year, obviously, was a year of challenges, and some of these challenges really made learning far more difficult than ever before. And even when students are struggling, I'm struggling. Even as students are struggling, as teachers, we know they're still capable. We know that they can do it. It just maybe takes a little bit of encouragement, maybe seeing things from a different perspective, or just trying something new. But we want it to work for them, and we know that they want it to do well as also. So I had a student, he came to me, and I spoke with him, and we looked at what was going on, and we decided, yeah, you can do this. Here's a couple of things that you could do. They took that on as a major challenge and started producing the best work that I've ever seen from this person. And so I was really, really pleased to give the award for best effort this year to Mr. Joseph Cook.
All right. I'm very proud of the growth that all of these students have shown throughout the school year. And I want to highlight one particular student. One of the aspects of this student I find to be the best is their consistent drive to do their best work and to fully understand whatever historical era or concept we are studying. There hasn't been one day to my recollection that this student hasn't given their best in class, and I have often witnessed this student turn and help those around her. Please join me in honoring the recipient of this year's Best Effort Award for Social Studies, Vanessa Martinez Arredondo.
All right, so Coach Coy could not be here tonight. He had scheduled a mani-pedi months ago, and he couldn't get out of it. So, boys and girls, tomorrow, ask him to show you his nails. Okay? So I will be giving out his awards for Best Effort in PE. He wrote, "This student's effort in PE this year was outstanding. He might not have always been the best player at the activity we were doing, but he always played to the best of his ability with a smile on his face. Even when he got hit with a ball or fell while competing, he would shake it off and get back in the game. Great job this year, Alejandro Portillo.
All right, good evening. The next category of awards is going to be for our elective awards. So first up is going to be the award for drama. All classes were difficult to teach remote, but I know that the performing arts was really difficult. Doing drama remotely was a challenge, but this young lady, she sent me emails, she sent me ideas. I should have just let her teach the class. But I'm still the teacher. She was excellent when we came back with all of us. She was great. We did a production, and she was one of my, she just has a lot of character and a lot of personality. So with that, Sadie Watkins. And the next award, this student's not here, so I'm going to introduce her anyway. So for the band award, for second semester, went to Natalie Hamblin.
For the Orchestra Award, this student I chose is probably one of the most kindest and positive students I have ever seen before in my life. And she is an all-around excellent musician. She can play many different instruments. She sings and she participates in various kinds of extracurricular music activities outside of school. She has been a leader in our class the past 2 years, always helps those around her even without me asking her, and has been a huge asset in keeping our violin section together this year. I know she's going to continue to excel in high school, and I can't wait to hear of all of the awesome things she will accomplish at Dobson. So congratulations, Grace Guthrie.
Hello, everyone. I am the choir director for the Franklin Junior High Los Cantadores Choir. The 8th grade Outstanding Choir Student Award goes to an individual who has grown tremendously, both as a vocalist and a musician during the last 2 years. This individual has taken huge strides forward in the area of music theory and sight reading. Though one of my quieter 8th grade members, this individual is developing a beautiful voice and is academically conscientious. This individual was 99.9999999% of the time the first person in the choir room every day. And I just learned today that she auditioned, and she will now be, as a 9th grader, a member of the Advanced Women's Choir at Mesa High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient of the 8th grade Outstanding Choir Student Award goes to Amber Smith.
So I would agree with Ms. Clay that performing arts and had a really difficult time, but so did yearbook. And it isn't a competition, Ms. Clay, it's not. But I wanted to say, first of all, thank you to all the parents who submitted photos, and thank you for your patience with the yearbook program this year. But not only did my yearbook students capture an unprecedented year, they worked so well together, and a number of students could have received this award tonight, but tonight, two students that are going to receive, well, I'm going to speak one at a time. So the first student who's going to receive the award is one of my editors, and just talk about remarkable. She helped others. She stayed after school. She would email me ideas. She just always had her phone out and ready to take photos whenever we needed them. The first semester yearbook award goes to Emery Goodman. The second semester yearbook award goes to also my second editor, and I keep thinking about her experience this year. When we sign on remotely, she was the first one to sign on every class period. But then also she would help me identify all my mistakes on Canvas as I was learning to use Canvas and teach at the same time. I'm thinking about her experience in designing our, I think it's like pages 8 through 12 in the book, where we were doing, okay, remote learning, and then now we're doing hybrid learning. Okay, no, now we're doing in-person learning, and how we're going to get all three. And she just was so patient as we worked through the crazy. And so this award is well-deserving, and it goes to Maggie Marsh.
Well, it's definitely a privilege for me to start my day at Franklin because I have a bunch of amazing kids, and I lose a lot of sleep with this, this night because I've got so many that have that best effort and that are very deserving of it. So, of course, with the remote learning, doing the woodworking was definitely, it was tricky because there's not a lot of students have the power tools in their garage and so on, and so, trust me, I was very excited when we got back to school and the students were actually able to start working in the shop and using their creativity and getting their projects done. I think, just on a daily basis, across the board, there was so much great effort and so on. So, two of the girls that I chose for the first and second semester for best effort, based on attitude and effort on a daily basis. If it wasn't a matter of them helping other individuals with their projects, they would be cleaning up without even, being asked to. They're just there, and like I said, they're just spot on a daily basis. And so Ashlyn Powell's for first semester and Felicity Smith second semester. So they both did a great job.
So it's taken me about 5 years. I've been teaching computer graphics, and probably 4 years I've been at Franklin. I think this was my 4th year. It probably feels like 5, Jeff, but it's been about 4 years. But it's taken a lot of time to develop this program, and I've always had a goal that one day my kids would make t-shirts for a club on campus, like make t-shirts or help the school out in some way. And finally this year, in the middle of a pandemic, once in a lifetime deal here, I got a student who was so creative that she was able to design a logo for the yearbook club, and we brought the heat press in, and she got t-shirts made for every one of the students in the yearbook. And I'm so proud of her for her creativity. It was not easy. I only had her for 1 semester, and that was first semester, and most of that was spent on hybrid or remote, like you've already heard tonight. And for her to develop and master the skills is remarkable, and I wish her all the luck in high school. I hope she keeps her creativity strong. And that award for computer graphics goes to Megan Caranta.
All right, so for Coach Coy's body conditioning class, first semester, the award goes to Gabe Garone. For my aerobics class, first semester, Sawyer Perkins. And my second semester class, Karsten Kunert.
I've been privileged to teach the cooking class for several years now, and I am excited to present the awards to students from both first semester and second semester. First semester was Abraham Dominguez. And for second semester, Casey Roberts.
We're going to start the Outstanding Awards. I'm going to give the Outstanding Algebra Student. This year's recipient goes to an algebra student that has shown an eagerness to learn with a positive attitude. In addition to putting forth his or her best effort, this student has helped struggling students and is always eager to attempt the more challenging problems. This may sound like a lot of students, and it probably is, because many of you are very, very excellent students and are outstanding. Students know that they can turn to this student for assistance when they become confused. Consistently, she has been one of the top algebra students all year, receiving an A in math every quarter. Join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Natalie Hamblin.
Good evening. This year's geometry student of the year is a student who always demonstrated his best. During remote learning as well as in-person learning, he's never missed an assignment, even when absent from class. His work is always easy to follow and demonstrates the critical thinking skills necessary in the geometry coursework. I am happy to recognize Keegan Dixon as the geometry student for 2021.
For Outstanding Student Award for English, I think this was the very first award that was put down on paper because I wanted to make sure that this student got this award from my class. I don't like when people write LOL because I think, like, did you really LOL, or are you just saying that you LOL? Like, is it a real thing, or is this... and I say this because for this student, there were many times where I was reading their personal writing and I truly LOL'd. So the Outstanding Student Award, and probably the coolest name in the whole school, Ruby Red.
Mr. Young, you're so much taller than I am. Okay. The recipient of the Science Award is going to go to a student. Oh my gosh, I'm messing up in front of everybody. Hold on. See, they're filling my cup. Thank you. The recipient of the Science Award is a student who shines brighter than the suit he is wearing tonight. When deciding who would receive this award and considering the year we've had, consistency kept coming to my mind. Who was consistent in his approach to learning, who was consistent in his work ethic, consistent in dedication, consistent in being kind to his peers and always willing to help. Please join me in congratulating Hilton Eldelina Nana.
Next year I'm going to get a bigger font on my paper. With so many good students that we're lucky to have at Franklin, it is difficult to choose, and it's sometimes easy to overlook somebody, particularly if they're reserved and quiet. And this student quietly went about doing their work in the most excellent manner in a class that wasn't necessarily known for doing their work quietly. You know who it is. Anyway, this person earned top scores in every category: homework, assignments, quizzes, every single time. It was just a top score. And they did it through hard work, focus, by practicing and doing all the things that we ask you to do. You know, take good notes, study every day, and those sort of things. Anyway, let's see. Our most outstanding and successful students do these things. They do those things that others don't necessarily do. And so this year, I'm really pleased to give the Most Outstanding Student in Spanish Award to Venice Wang.
It brings me a great delight this evening to speak to you about a student who is deserving of this kind of special honor. This student has shown a tremendous strength of character and integrity. Every single day, this student enters my room expectant to learn. This student's insight and dedication to understanding our nation's history is, in short, outstanding. So please join me in honoring the recipient of this year's Outstanding Award for Social Studies, Maggie Marsh.
For PE Student of the Year, this person's goal was to break the school mile record. He came up, well, fine then. He came up 10 seconds short, but is the second fastest to run the mile at Franklin. His competitiveness also encouraged his classmates and teammates to play at a higher level. Great job. Congratulations to Jackson Ray.
The next set of awards are for our, he said I can read it from my phone, but I didn't prepare this part on my phone. Ben Franklin, our Ben Franklin Awards. And I have the honor of presenting the Ben Franklin Award of Excellence tonight. This award is awarded to a student who is reflective and balanced. Balanced in his approach to learning, who takes pride in his work and in helping others. Please join me in presenting this award to Ammon Cook.
I've been asked to present the Ben Franklin Award of Distinction, and this student is a risk taker, a thinker, and an inquirer. And I can't do it. And she. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she has been a joy to have in class, Sadie Watkins.
So the Ben Franklin Character Award, this student is caring, principled, and open-minded, and that award goes to Alessandra Raimundo Ponce.
The Ben Franklin Scholar Award is given to the student who best demonstrates mastery of academics, a scholar who pursues knowledge for the sake of knowledge and understanding, because you never know when you might need that information. For our students, it's also about giving their personal best and being their personal best. Benjamin Franklin's formal education ended when he was 10 years old, but he became educated through his avid reading. And I'm sure that's much like many of our students here as well. The idea was to have a relentless drive to learn, to improve, and always make the situation better, both the simple things and the complex things. And this year's award goes to Brooke Turcott.
It is my honor to present the Massa Award this evening. The Massa Award is a little bit different than the Ben Franklin Awards because it is not just a Franklin Junior High Award, but it is a Mesa Public Schools District Award. Massa stands for the Mesa Association of School Administrators, and it is given to a student that is an overall rounded individual who not only exceeds academically, but is also a role model for their peers. And the 8th grade team decided that this description best fit the student Grace Guthrie. Congratulations.
All right, so we learned one thing. It's a long walk to get from back there up here, which is kind of fun. And I do appreciate the rapport that the students have with the teachers. You know, a lot of the inside jokes I don't get either because they don't tell the principal. So parents, I'm with you. We're just going to assume it's good, right? But it makes it special. It makes the school special. And the last award this evening is the Ben Franklin Outstanding Student who has made our campus special, has contributed above and beyond, setting the example academically, setting the example with positive character traits, civic engagement, the type of person that you just want your students, your kids, other students at all ages to look up to and strive to be like. So we're so proud to give this award this evening to Libby Mason. Congratulations, Libby. All right, at this time we're going to present certificates of promotion to all our 8th graders. So just before we do that, let's give our FJPO parents and some of our parent volunteers a nice round of applause. So if you guys can stand up in the back. They were doing everything from working door security, ushering, getting students organized, and supervising. So we really appreciate them, and our FJPO has been wonderful helping support our students and our school throughout the year. So at this time, Mrs. Erickson is going to come up to read the names, and we'll present the certificates. And then if we can have the students and maybe those parents that are in the back helping, can you help them make their way alphabetically down to the front? So we'll kind of stage just by the stairs. So as we're calling names, they'll be at the stairs instead of 100 yards up yonder. So we'll give them a minute to start getting the A's in order and start heading bringing them down. So students, you wait till you're directed to come on down. And Mrs. Erickson, I'll turn it over to you.
Ezra Aceto. Hilton Adelanama. Ryan Anderson. Kyle Beeler. Turner Barrett. Lance Bingham. Braden Bloomer. Isabella Bradshaw. Nathalia Brasino. Shasid Brasino. Colin Brown. Kelsey Brown. Presley Budge. Andrea Burmeister. Carson Butler. Owen Capps. Anthony Carvajal. Nicholas Castillo. Jocelyn Castro Gutierrez. Facundo Sertoma. Kaylee Cisneros. Michael Conkle. Ammon Cook. Joseph Cook. Mark Coombs. Jack Cunningham. Keegan Dixon. Abraham Dominguez. Blake Doomler. Heidi Edholm. Natasha Edison. Gael Elias Acosta. Ledger Felstead. Destiny Fisher. Taylor Frost. Vanessa Gomez Harlon. Gabriel Garone. Abby Gibson. Emery Goodman. Lane Goodman. Kylie Goodrow. Grace Guthrie. Dylan Hall. Natalie Hamblin. Paige Hanchett. Regina Herrera Marquez. Renata Herrera Marquez. Luke Higginbotham. Aaron Hinton. Josephine Hogue. Mason Huber, Haley Hulse, Heidi Houston, Melanie, Jermalee John Lewis, Kiara Johnson, Luke Johnson, Macy Johnson, Connor Jones, David Juarez, Joshua Kerrigan, Brandon King, Karsten Kunert, Natasha Lemos Loya, Danica Lindsay, Chase Manning, Daniela Marquez, Taya Marquez, Maggie Marsh, Max Martineau, Vanessa Arredondo, Libby Mason, Sadie Matthews, Madison McCoons, Nafanua Medley, Susan Meek, Brielle Morin, Amber Navarro Alvarez, Cohen Nilsson, Elizabeth Nilsson, Tevin No, Holly Penny, Sawyer Perkins, Quinn Phelps, Brig Pickerel, Alejandro Portillo, Ashlyn Powell, Henry Powell, Brody Preston, Marin Caranta, Megan Caranta, Brigadier Ramos, Jackson Ray, Alessandra Raimundo Ponce, Ruby Red, Jacob Redwing, Isabella Reinhardt, Alexis Reese, Casey Roberts, Camille Rudd, Shaylin Scoggin, Amber Smith, Felicity Smith, Isaiah Smith, Stephen Smith, Jack Spilsbury, Allison Stapley, Auburn Stapley, Xavier Tarango, Elizabeth Tidwell, Samantha Trindler, Brooke Turcott, Rebecca Turley, Gracie Van Cleve, Andreas Velasquez Garduno, Taylor Walters, Venice Wing, Jane Whitener, Gwendolyn Williams, Sadie Watkins, Cohen Williams, Sophia Wong, Adeline Woods, Brooke Workman, Griffin Yamamoto, and Jared Young.
All right, as they make their way back to their seats, that concludes our award ceremony. So 8th graders, congratulations. We have a couple days left to enjoy time together, and after that you move on beyond us. But just know that from being your staff at Franklin Junior High, we are now your support staff as you move on to high school. So we're here for you, whatever we can do to help you be successful as you move on to high school and beyond. Just know that that's why we're here, and I really hope, as much as you're going to enjoy your summer, I really hope you're able to come back and visit us next fall, and we'll be able to have that tradition of former students coming back on the late starts, because we definitely enjoy it, so don't be a stranger, and if we're able, you'll be back. Parents, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for choosing Franklin Junior High and putting your trust of your most prized possession with us for 2 years. We appreciate you. We wish you nothing but a great summer and success with your students as they move on. So let's give our students one last big round of applause. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. There you go. Stick around for pictures. Enjoy the evening, and thanks again for coming. Thank you.
Aaron Hinton, if you want to come up, we found your certificate. Aaron Hinton.